Alrighty, I have a really packed construction update for you guys today, but I'm going to start it off by going over some park improvements that you can see when you visit the park. So we'll start it off with a big one. Leviathan is receiving some major upgrades to its lift hill. So about every 10 years, estimated every 10 years, it can be sooner, it can be later. Bolger and Mabillard coasters are supposed to upgrade and work on their chain lifts and their parts for their lift hills. Now, with that being said, what is going on at Leviathan, from what I can see, is they're replacing the lift sprocket. I think that's the right way to say it. Everyone can drag me in the comments if I'm completely messing up anything here. But they're replacing the lift sprocket, and then the chain on the actual lift is going to get replaced as well. I can tell because the equipment sitting in the parking lot, in the guest parking lot, and the equipment I'm seeing here aligns with what we saw when they did Behemoth's lift chain replacement. And yeah, so this is looking like it's going to be quite the procedure. As you can see here, they're lifting the actual lift sprocket up and replacing the one on the top of the lift hill. So, you know, a lot of people don't know what goes into running and buying some of these major roller coasters. So I just wanted to showcase that for you guys there. Now, heading on over to another part of the park, Spinnovator. So Spinnovator is receiving what looks like a possible refresh, is what I'll call it, not an upgrade. I'm really hoping that when this ride opens again next year, that it's going to look similar to the old style of Spinnovator. If I can find a photo, I'll throw it up on the screen for you right now. Back to its old baskets with the rope up above that it was supposed to still look like. So Paramount kind of came in and ruined that. So I'm really hoping Cedar Fair is going to restore it to its original glory. It'll look absolutely amazing in Medieval Fair. Now, Skyhawk, this happens almost yearly. It's receiving some parts and just a little bit of a refresh. Now, there's going to be some other things that I can show you a little later on, but all over the park, there are definitely upgrades. If you haven't been paying attention, there's these new electrical signs all over the park, themed to kind of the areas that they're in. You'll see flight decks soon. But yeah, if you look anywhere, there's like new fence upgrades going on. Nothing exciting here. Over by flight deck, there's a new fence going up. So you'll see some construction markings over there, but it's just for a new fence. Nothing exciting. Don't get too excited when you see the construction markings over there. And then there's this awesome new World Expo themed building that went up just in front of Cyclone and Sledgehammer. It's massive compared to the other ones in Medieval Fair, so I thought that was cool. A little interesting that this side of the park is getting the bigger one, because I thought Medieval Fair was, you know, more busy, but I guess they wanted it to fit in a specific plot of land as well to hide the area behind it. But yeah, these are like drink and snack refresh buildings. So over here by flight deck, we have this flight deck themed electrical screen. So that's a little upsetting because it suggests the ride's here to stay. But also on the other end, these are really easy. That paneling can be replaced very easily, so and cheaply. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's here to stay, but I don't think it's getting removed anytime soon. I can tell you that. So everyone's been like, "Well, Brennan, why are you guessing Dragonfire? They're gonna remove Flight Deck and Time Warp well before." I don't think they'll remove Flight Deck. Honestly, if I had to guess, rides that are possibly on the removal are definitely Riptide, Dragonfire, Time Warp. And that's essentially it for roller coasters if I had to take a wild guess right now. And the Bat. Sorry, I forgot the Bat. But yeah, heading on over to what you guys actually really want to see is the construction for Alpen Fury. So Extreme Skyflyer's plot of land is done. They've even leveled the most of the land. Now, them holding the show in this area is a little confusing because it's really hard to get a good view of the show, but I guess that's what they have to work with for one season until this coaster's done. This is the construction heading to and away from the mountain from the first inverted drop. So definitely a lot of work has taken place. About 85%, 90% of the footings and caissons are done. So they wanted to get the caisson portion of the footing done for a lot of these. So you'll notice that trend through the construction site, that they got the caissons completed and poured. And they're going in and making sure those really deep caissons are done before it gets really cold. And then they can do the top portion of those caissons, the footing, even if it's cold out, because they can encase them in some tarp and a heater if absolutely need be. But I think the weather's going to cooperate with them. If I had to take a wild guess, I should stop taking guesses because I'm really bad at timelines. Because no new track has arrived in literally over about 2 weeks now, which is crazy because that changes everything. I would have thought they would have started vertical by now, but our track shipments have come to a halt. And yeah, but based off of what I'm guessing and seeing now, actually I'll wait and hold off when we're in AlpenFest to talk about that. But there's these really cool footings. This area is going to look really different, and you really, in person, this footage doesn't do it justice. The amount of footings in this area and the way the ride just hugs the path is going to look really good. It's going to be really cool walking this path when Alpen Fury is open because it's just that close to the pathway. I'm also really curious about International Showplace because this ride hugs International Showplace as well. So it's going to be really cool to see what they do. Again, we have no footage or visuals for how the area is going to look along with AlpenFest. So I'm really curious to see what the park is going to do with theming because we don't really have any posters or visuals to go off of. And I know Cedar Fair cares a lot about theming now. So I'm really excited for that. It's probably one of the I'm starting to become more excited about that than I am the actual coaster. I know I'm going to get dragged for that. Oh, well. But yes, heading over to the finale of the ride, the part where it heads towards the brake run, they have started a lot of those caissons. The lift motor for Wonder Mountain's Guardian was lifted out and removed. So that was cool to see. Obviously, they don't want to damage it or have anything, debris fall in it as they're working on this part of the ride. So they've gone and removed that to protect it. Outside of that, nothing too exciting outside of just caissons for the brake run and the finale of the ride being completed. I think they only have maybe this is a wild guess, by the way, about 10 caissons left to do, anywhere from 10. So it's not too much. Okay, they are nearing the end of caissons. They still have a lot of footing caps to put in place, so don't think that they're done. Again, they're rushing these caissons for weather and temperature purposes, but yeah, definitely still a lot of work to do when you take in the aspect of caissons. The top of the mountain has its hole cut out. In fact, here I'll insert probably a little fresher image for you right now. AlpenFest, they've started some demolition over in AlpenFest to get ready for the theming, the station, the exit, the entrance. You can definitely tell there's a flow that's going to happen. They've gone in and dug up the electrical for Shockwave and the Fly. You can tell, I'll show you in the footage, they've completely dug up the areas from Thunder Run's old station on the ground towards the Fly and Shockwave. So right now, those are not connected to power, or they're connected to that new power they laid down in March and April, if you recall, from some of our older footage. So there was definitely signs that they dug out towards the Fly and Shockwave, which you'll see. So I'm assuming they're connected to the new power grid, or that they're just temporarily disconnected, and then they'll be connected to the new power once they get that power station set up. So as you can see here, here's that old water system and power system where Blauer Enzian existed in this plot of land. So that's sad to see that old system, and I guess it powered the Fly and Shockwave. And the icy building have all been removed. So definitely making way for some more theming, the station, guest flow, all that. They're keeping these buildings so far, so nothing's happened with these buildings. The old Blauer Enzian station. I'm sorry, not station, entrance to the queue line. So that's good to hear and see. Over here, Shockwave's queue line, a little bit of the portion, the roof has been removed. So I don't know if they're going to remove that and give it a better structure, maybe timber kits, and restructure it as well. Because from what I understand, the exit is going to come out that way towards the icy building, and the merch shop is going to be just to the left of where that icy building was. So yeah, as you can see there, that's where they dug out towards the Fly and Shockwave. They have that new electrical and water line just sticking up out of the ground as well, to connect to whatever launch system is going to be in this area. There's some of the old electrical just completely sticking out of the ground and torn up. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I needed to talk about. Oh, yes, there is. Sorry. You're going to see a lot of more rebar cages in this area. It is not for the ride. I wanted to stress that because some of my friends thought, oh, like, are they not done the footings inside the mountain? These rebar cages you see out here, they're going to be for the station and theming and structures out here. So these ones that you see here, the ones that have arrived getting ready to build, this is for theming buildings and the station and not the ride. Anyways, wow, I feel like I'm out of breath and running out of energy because this was a really long construction update. I apologize for anyone that I might have lost through this 10-minute long video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's construction update, and stay tuned for a drone update. Have a good one, guys. Bye.